Hi, welcome to Copenhagen. Thanks for dropping in. Hope everybody is doing well. Today I want to talk about framing. Anyone who has been diamond painting for a bit of time and has decided to frame their pieces of work will have found out that getting these sort of frames can be pretty expensive, sometimes actually more than the diamond painting. So I do have a few framed, but I've been looking for alternatives that are more cost effective, and one that I found is magnetic poster frames. So I'm going to set one up today to let you see what they are and how they work. So hopefully I don't make a mess of it, but we'll see. So this is it, very simple, not much to it, so it isn't very expensive. All it is 4 pieces of wood and some magnets and a piece of cord. And the way they work is you have 2 strips that stick together with magnets. So they have a piece of sort of velvety tape on the inside. And these discs that you can see are magnets. So all you do is you get the edge of your diamond painting and you put it on there, put this one on top, and it holds it. So pretty simple but pretty effective. So I'm going to actually set one up, just go through the whole thing. As I said, there isn't really much to it, but I think it's quite interesting if you've never seen this. There is a slight problem because I ordered this size of frame before I started this diamond painting. This was a mystery diamond painting, you can tell because there's no thumbnail and it just has a question mark. The canvas was just in black and white. White canvas, black grid and black text, so when you looked at it you couldn't see the picture. So I made the mistake of looking at the keys and thinking it sits this way. So I ordered one for this length, which is 45. It does say 35 by 45, but sometimes they put them back to front. Normally it's the width and then the depth, but some companies do them the wrong way around, and that's what I thought had happened with this. But because it was a mystery, they decided to be extra clever, turn the picture on its side, so it actually looks like this. So I ordered the frame for this length, but it is actually that length, which doesn't really matter. It just means that it'll stick out either side, but as long as it's even, it's going to look fine. So what we want to do is we don't want these white strips down the side because it looks kind of weird when you start to see the item number and the size. So I'm going to trim these sides off, and the top and bottom need trimmed as well because the canvas is thicker or higher than the pieces of wood. So if I just did it as it is, this piece of white would be sticking up, which doesn't look very good. So the first thing I have to do is trim off a small part. Obviously I don't want to take off the whole thing because then we've got nothing to clamp between the magnets. So I've got a piece of card just so I don't draw on top of my placemats. I don't want to get them all covered in ink. So just take a piece of wood and sit it against the drills so it's straight. Get a pen, draw a line, and it's stuck to the glue. as always with the diamond paintings, you get this little strip on the outside, but it's not really a big deal when you're doing this. So you need to do the same with the other end. So just using this as a guide, again just pressing it against the drills, score it with a pen, pick this back up off the glue. And then use scissors. You could use a craft knife or any sharp knife, as long as you put something underneath it so you don't damage the table or whatever you're working on. But I just use kitchen scissors, they're good enough. So all I do now is cut along the line. So if anything, I want to cut slightly inside the line, that way nothing sticks up. So that's one end done. Other end done. So that's the top and bottom, and then it's just a matter of going along, right along the edge beside the drills, and just take off the excess here. You find that sometimes the scissors get a bit gummed up because you're actually cutting through the glue. So when you're finished, make sure you clean them before you put them back in the kitchen drawer, or you'll get in trouble. It can be kind of awkward sometimes the way it kinks, trying to get it to cut, but just a matter of messing about until you get it flat again. So that's one side. You can see that the scissors are starting to get a bit gummy. But this is just a small one, so we should get it done. So I'm just trying to cut it as close as possible to the edge of the drills, that way you don't see a white line at the sides. You just get to a point where it's just awkward to try and cut. That's why using a craft knife on a table might be an easier option, because you don't have to lift it. But I didn't really want to use a craft knife on this table. So now it's just a matter of deciding what's the top. So obviously it goes this way. Excuse me. So the string obviously goes at the top. So I would put the knot at the back. And then you just want it even. And then put the other one on. And then just make sure that you've got it down onto the drills so there's no gap. Take this way. And then we just want to do the bottom as well. Just slide it up. And that's it. So these magnets are strong enough that I can pick this up and it holds the weight. I can even shake it a bit and it seems okay. Not so sure about the big ones though. Trying to do this with the big diamond paintings, I would be very wary about just relying on these small magnets. I do actually have a large one to do, and it's a Diamond Art Club. So I'm going to do that one, but I'm going to put in a safety feature just so the thing doesn't slip out and hit the floor. I don't want to ruin a Diamond Art Club picture. So I think for small sizes, these things are ideal. The benefit of this is if you keep your diamond paintings in something, keep it flat. What I've done is I got a storage box and I cut it open and I used two sides, put them together and then tape down one side so it opens like a book. And I have all my completed diamond paintings are laying flat inside that. So it means that all I have to do is, if I've got a few different sizes of these, I can just chop and change the pictures. So I could have this up for say a week and then find another one that will fit inside this length of frame, and just put another picture in and swap it over and hang it up in the same place. It's a lot cheaper than buying frames for every single picture. Downside is there's no glass, so there is a chance that dust is going to collect on it, but realistically if it's hanging on a wall and you're rotating them now and again, you can just give them a little brush anyway. I really don't think it's going to matter that much, but we'll find out. So this is a small one. As I said, I'm going to be doing another video with a much bigger one, and we'll see how that goes. So that's it. Magnetic poster frames. Possibly a much more wallet friendly method to hanging up your pictures, but it definitely works. This size, no problem at all. The canvas isn't sliding out or anything. The magnets are definitely strong enough to hold this, so pretty good. So there it is, up on the wall. All that is holding it up is magnets. It works very well. I was actually quite surprised. I tried holding it up and shaking it a bit to see. I was really expecting the canvas to drop out, but it didn't. So perfectly fine for the smaller diamond paintings. Not so sure about the large ones. As I said, I've got another one and it is, I think, 55 by 73. So there's quite a bit of weight in that because of the number of drills. So I wouldn't be confident just relying on the magnets to hold that one up. So I will be making a slight modification on that, but I will do a video and show it. Hopefully it works, and we can see that hanging up on the wall as well. I think this is a really good alternative to framing them, because the cost really does build up very quickly if you're framing every single diamond painting and if you do a lot of them. So this way you're just reusing the same frame again and again, and it's just a matter of taking the magnets off and clamping them back onto the next picture and hang it up again. As I said, I would just keep the canvases flat, and I use a storage box that I cut up and turned it into a cardboard book basically. So I have all the completed diamond paintings are in that, and then that can be closed and they can all be kept flat. And then when I need to use them or want to use them, I just open the book, take out the one I want and swap it out. As I said, no cover, you don't have any glass or perspex in front of it, so there's a chance that dust is going to settle on the canvas or on the drills. I think just a quick light dust once in a while, I'm pretty sure they would look fine. Don't know if you're a cat person or a dog person. I don't know how high cat hairs can float, but we don't have any, so we don't have to worry about that. But I still think that even if you do have cats, I think a pair of tweezers you can pick hairs off if they are stuck on it. But really, I think you'd need to be looking really close to see them. So I would say this is a very, very good way to display your diamond paintings without spending a fortune. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video and you want to see more unbaggings, unboxings, reviews, comparings, just basically anything to do with diamond painting, please subscribe and hit the notification button. I do occasional live whip and chats, so if you want to catch me live, if you hit that notification button, you'll get a little message when I go live. Another thing is Instagram. I would just like to thank the people who are following me on Instagram. I am 2 followers away from 1,400 followers on Instagram, which is really cool. So thank you very much. If you aren't following me on Instagram, I post pictures and little videos and different things that I don't post anywhere else. So if you're interested in seeing some of that stuff, please give me a follow. And the channel is Diamond Painting Jim. Surprise, surprise. So that's it for today, and in the meantime, take care, be safe, and wash your hands.